what are your early thoughts on this matchup against the Rams? You don't have to pick a winner if you're not ready to, but what are your thoughts on this matchup?
No, I'll pick the winner. And a score prediction. We talked about the fact they are going to need to come out gunslinging early. They have to establish. Kyle Shanahan is a creature of setting up plays later down the line. So when he throws it incomplete here, it's to uncover a short route here to Kittle, or it's to uncover a handoff to Deebo Samuel. When Deebo only gets 2 or 5 yards on a play, then it's to open up the pass game. They have to get that rhythm established very early and keep the Rams defense honest. They can't let the pass rush tee off. Von Miller needs to be kept honest by that's why I want Lance to start. By the mobility of Trey Lance, that sort of thing. So I feel like as long as they can get the run game established in the time of possession, get a couple first downs in the first quarter, I feel pretty good about this game. Our defense is good enough to match up with their offense. As always, watch out for Cooper Kupp. Oh my goodness, it was such a pleasure to watch Cooper Kupp at that Ravens game. He just outthought, outsmart, outclassed every single Raven who tried to cover him. He can't be covered, plain and simple. He's the best route runner I've seen in a long time. He's so good at it. That being said, back to the offensive side of the ball. I do think the Niners stack up really well, and that's why I feel like they're going to win. I think if Lance starts, I think that it's not a high-scoring game. I think we're looking at, say, 24-17, 24-21 in favor of the Niners. If Jimmy starts and he's playing pretty well, I think the Niners actually stand a chance of hanging 30 on that defense. They didn't play that well against the Ravens. They had a lot of things dealt against them with the 3 turnovers the Ravens defense produced. But when I watched them, Aaron Donald was highly accounted for by the Ravens. He really was. Von Miller had a good game. That was good to see. But Kyle Fuller, he's pretty good. You know, obviously they've got Ramsey and things like that, but we have Kittle and Ayuk and Deebo. Good luck with that.
Yeah, look.
I know you're concerned. I can feel it.
Yeah, look, I'm not ready to pick a winner yet. And I do think the Niners have the ability to have an offensive explosion because, one, they have a really talented quarterback on the field for the first time in a long time. And he's unscouted. That's what Kaepernick had going for him in 2012. No one knows what the Niners plays, what their offense, what their tendencies are going to be with Lance in the game, including Lance and Kyle. They're figuring it out. But that's a huge advantage, is the element of surprise. They could ride it all the way to the Super Bowl. My concern is that while they have the element of surprise, it's coming really late. And what they also have is very little time on task together.
Exactly.
And that while they have the potential, had they started this process a month or 2 or 3 ago, they could really be cooking right now. But the fact that it happened so late, I'm worried that there's just going to be, it's not going to be a full offense. It's going to be an uneven offensive performance with a lot to like, but stretches where it's bad. And that could cost them the game. That's basically, and not just that the offense could be good, but not good enough. And what costs them the game isn't Lance or the offense. It's, the other parts of the team that's weak because you're paying $27 million to Jimmy Garoppolo, like the secondary or the special team. Like those are the things that could ultimately cost you, and you lose a game like 24-20 or something like that, 24-21.
Exactly. And that's what we were saying earlier, just the unknown factor, the lack of experience and things like that. That makes it really hard on Lance. But I just feel if Lance is decisive with his runs and they roll him out and they do lots of play action, RPO, things like that, I just don't see this Rams defense being able to match up with that.
Because really, when the Niners beat the Rams, it's all about Deebo and Elijah Mitchell or Mostert just running over the team. And I think the Niners should be able to do that if they can just back off the defense a little bit with a shot here or there in the first quarter.
Let's not forget that Deebo Samuel goes off on the Rams.
Every time.
And
so does Mitchell.
And one of the things about Deebo, Deebo's a skilled football player, very physically fit and everything like that, good route runner, has good hands, good runner, whatever. When he plays the Rams, it's personal. Against Sean McVay.
Big Tone 707 says Saints would be good Washington, good D, scary Terry, LOL, he Raiders. For Jimmy, I just don't I think if you want a quarterback like Jimmy, you can draft that guy. You don't have to spend $27 million for the 30-year-old version with the bad knee. When both Deebo and Elijah scored last week, they tapped their wrist, perhaps indicating that Jimmy's time is up. Maybe. Maybe.
I think that's actually not too far off the mark. I think Debo was like, it's Trey time. I think that's what that was. If it wasn't that, then he was just saying it's Debo time, basically.
Can you explain the Niners film concepts and film breakdown? Yes, for you, Kev, I will.